Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by if you're new, and welcome back if you're already a subscriber. Today we're going to go through my 2022 edition of the best foundations for oily combination skin. I have literally been filming this video year on year for you guys, just because I know you guys love it, and every single year I do tend to have some changes in terms of what I recommend. I am a makeup artist, it is my side hustle, I am qualified, and I do find that there are quite a few Trojans in the 5 that I'm going to show you today, because I mean, they're tried and true. Why would you change something if it isn't broken? So I'm going to go through them today and give you guys a bit more of an insight in terms of the product themselves. I will have some additional details of the products on the screen for you guys, where you can purchase them from, their prices, their finishes, and my shade, just so that you can follow along if you're similar to me or if you fake tan. So I tend to use Bondi Sands Aero Ultra Dark or Le Tan, the quick 3-hour quick dry one, or whatever it's called. I tend to use either one of those, and these shades that I'm going to show you all work for those fake tan products. So before we jump into the video, do not forget to subscribe to my channel. I upload every Saturday at 6 AM Melbourne time. I do a bit of beauty, fashion, fitness, and I'm going to try and get into vlogging and a bit of career advice, because I am a recruiter by trade and I am starting to get into investment advice as well. And I will stop babbling and get straight into the video. So the first one I want to talk about today to you guys is this one's been around for quite a while now. There are actually like newer versions of, like, not this product, but this brand has released newer versions and they are quite popular. I just haven't had a chance to get around and purchasing them. But this is the Nars Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. Mine is in the shade Punjab. I have used Punjab forever. It's actually quite dynamic in terms of it being able to match my fake tan and the initial stages of my fake tan cycle, and then also matching it still quite closely towards the end when it gets a little bit more like crusty. Somehow this works, and I don't know if it's because of the way that I do my bronzing or my concealing. I don't know, but it works, and it works for a lot of different skin tones. The actual finish is a satin finish, but it's not one that's going to make it oily. I don't know what, look, it's a luminous finish, satin luminous finish, so it will give you a bit of oil throughout the day, but it's not going to oil up within like the first 5 hours. So this is a really good office foundation. Not that we all go into the office too frequently now. I'm not quite sure about the rest of the world, but especially in Australia, we don't, I don't know, Melbourne's not going in 5 days a week anymore, and I honestly don't think it ever will. But when you do go into the office, if that is your profession, or even in working in a store, you're usually under a lot of either heaters or air conditioners, or all this stuff is coming at your skin all the time, and it's going to affect the longevity of your foundation. I find that this one does quite well for about 5 to 7 hours. With commuting and all that sort of stuff, a work day for me would normally be about 9 to 10 hours long. I tend to find I only need to touch this up once. One of the products I'm going to talk to you about today I actually use for touching up, and it works like a dream. Like, it's like they were a match made in heaven together, and it's like my secret weapon, and I can't believe I'm going to tell you guys, but I think you guys deserve to know, because I want everyone to have flawless skin. I mean, if that's what you want, I got you. So that's the first one. This is quite pricey. It comes from Mecca. I don't think it would be my makeup collection if this wasn't in it. It's just so diverse. It's a really good makeup artistry foundation as well, because it works for oily and dry skin. So that's definitely going to be my number one. Number 2 is from Urban Decay. I feel like this one got a lot of hype initially when it first came out, because I think there was a heap of foundations that came out back to back. I can't remember what year it was, but this one came out and it did get a lot of hype, and I can tell why. The match on this particular foundation is probably just as good, if not better, than the Nars foundation for fake tan. This is in 30WY. I can see that I've nearly ran out, and that makes me panic a little bit, because I actually, again, can't imagine my makeup collection without this in it. This is a plastic, all plastic, so as a makeup artist it's really easy for transport, because you're not going to smash the glass if you're like moving around and for whatever reason you bump your kit or your case or anything like that, or you go over a bump and it makes everything rattle. This isn't going to break, being that it's plastic. So as a makeup artist, love that. It's got a pump. I'm pretty sure everyone that I'm talking about today has a pump. But yeah, this is coming in number 2. None of these are in any particular order, to be honest with you. I love all of these probably equally. But yeah, this one's a bit more lightweight. slightly more sheer, I would say. It is still a satin finish. It's not a matte finish, it's definitely still a satin finish, but I think this is slightly less coverage than this. But when I say that, neither of these two are like the Marc Jacobs, the one that's like paint. None of them reach that level of full coverage. That's probably just a bit much for me personally, and I find that it's a bit too much for my brides as well. So this one is great. I love that it stays on the skin all day. It's one of those foundations where it actually looks better with wear. Like when you initially put it on, it might look a bit flat, but throughout the day, like when your oils and stuff kind of mix with the product, it looks really... I'm so sorry if you can hear my dog. I think someone just walked past the front of the house. But as I was saying, it looks really, really good with wear. It actually mixes super well with facial oils. Spit it out, Crystal. It works really well with facial oils. And like I said, I actually find I don't need to touch this up because it does so well. So as an oily combo girl, or even an oily combo bride, or whatever, if you have an event, I would recommend getting a sample of this and seeing how it wears on you, because for me, and I'm like super oily in my T-zone area, I actually think it looks quite great. So not many foundations do that, but that one does. The next two I want to talk about, they are the same brand, and I swear by these. I don't have a favorite. I can't pick a favorite. I just can't. The first one is matte. Like, it's matte. This is the mattest that I will go. I cannot go any more matte than this. Like, this is my limit, like absolute limit. This is the Mercier Flawless Ultra-Longwear Foundation. Flawless Fusion Ultra-Longwear Foundation. Yeah. This is in the shade Cashew. It has like this really, it's kind of like the Nars packaging where it gets really dirty, but there is actually a zebra print on there. You probably can't see it, but yeah, there is actually a zebra print on there. This does not budge. Like, this is borderline Estee Lauder double wear. Borderline. Not quite. It's probably got a little bit more movement than Estee Lauder double wear. It is better, in my opinion. I haven't used Estee Lauder in probably about 5 years or so, but unless they've reformulated, which I'm not aware that they would have, this is the most matte that I will ever go. It's super full coverage, but not to a point where it doesn't look like it's your skin anymore. It's just kind of like a filter. It will cover up anything that you want covered up. I don't feel like I need concealer with this. It is expensive. I think it's like $75, $80. I'm not quite sure what the price range is on this, but I'll have it on the screen for you somewhere. I love this. I didn't wear this at my wedding because I didn't want to look like too matte. I want to have a little bit of luminosity to my skin, and I wanted my oils to work with it, not be suppressed, because that's what you will find with this. It will really, like, I emphasize that, it will suppress your oils substantially. So if you have an event or something on where you actually don't want any shininess to come through at all, this is it. This will do that. But beware that if you don't take your makeup off properly, it probably will break you out, because it's suppressing all those oils into your skin. It's going to cause clogging. I don't believe this is hypoallergenic either. So beware. Your skin's going to look absolutely stunning when you wear it, but when you take it off, you may have a few like issues following up if you don't clean your skin properly and you don't have a proper skincare routine in place. So love this one, definitely recommend. But from the same brand again, from Mercier, this is Flora. I always stuff this name up. They always just have ridiculously long names. This is the Mercier Flawless Lumière Radiance-Perfecting Foundation in the shade Tawny. My dog's at my feet, so if you hear little noises, that'll be a little dusty. So this is in the shade Cashew. This is the Lumière version. I slightly prefer this one, but like I said, all of these are my favorite for different reasons. I use the different formulas for different types of occasions. These are my oily combo ones. I have a different set for dry brides, but this one here seems to be quite like universal. Very much like this one, probably because they're both satin luminous products. That's exactly what they're supposed to do. But I find that you kind of sit on the edge. When you're an oily girl, if it has luminous in there, it's probably going to set you off. But I've tested these for you and I know that they won't. So I definitely love this one. It does give you a little bit more skin-like feeling versus the matte one that I mentioned. This is in the darkest shade for me. Like I said, it's in the shade Tawny, so it is a lot darker, probably at the earlier stages of my fake tan. But yeah, gold cap. The Laura Mercier foundations, like, I know that they're loved, but I really think that people need to talk about them more because they're just so beautiful, and they're definitely worth the price. As a makeup artist, if I had to pick one, oh no, don't make me do it. No, I can't do it, sorry. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Look, if I could pick two, I'd probably still go for these two because they're so universal for both matte and, for dry and oily skin. I'd have to go for those two just because they're so universal. Now, the last product, the 5th product that I recommend for oily combination skin, I've cheated a little bit. This is a powder. Now, if you're subscribed to my channel, you know I love this product. Like, this is heaven. God sent this down to us to throw us a bone in the makeup industry. In the makeup world, he had our back. This is the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Foundation Powder. That's why I'm being sneaky and popping it in there, because technically it is a foundation powder. Mine is in the shade Y245. It looks like this, and it is the perfect match. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but it's going to show up. It might not be showing as well as it should, but these two are the perfect match for one another. This is literally the powder version of Punjab from Nars. Like, the color match is incredible. Now, this does sell out. You do get the little puff. I don't really know why they give you that, but you do get the puff. I think that this is incredible. When I got married and I bought some products ahead of my wedding because I knew that I wanted certain products to wear, this was one of them. And the only place that I could find it, they didn't have it in Sephora, they didn't have it at the Makeup Forever counter in Maya back when it was there at the time. I had to buy it from either it was Adore Beauty or Allure Beauty. I can't remember which one it was, but I was just so lucky they were able to ship it to me so fast, because I think everybody kind of got onto it, and now it's really hard to get. So Adore Beauty, they do stock it. And they do stock it for the standard price, which is really good. They haven't marked it up or anything like that. This is the best ever. Now, I can see that I've got a bit of oils starting to build up around my nose, so I'm going to show you guys what I mean. So when I need to touch up, I just take like a standard little brush, whatever you want to use, just tap it in there and just press it into the areas that are oily. So I don't know if you can tell, but that's now with the powder, without the powder. Now I'll do it again so you can see it. Now look at how fresh that is. This is my oily zone. And I literally just go like that and just tap it. And that's it. And it's just refreshed. Totally refreshed. Like, it barely looks like I've been wearing this foundation for about 6 or 7 hours. I use it to clean up under here. It literally airbrushes the face. You can put as much on or as little on as you like. But honestly, this is a makeup artist's secret weapon. I can't say enough amazing things about it, and I highly recommend it. I will have all the details on the screen, like I said, but they are my top 5 foundations for oily combination skin. As a makeup artist, everyday use, whatever your jam is, I recommend these products. They are all high-end. I don't tend to gear towards drugstore foundations, but I do know that the L'Oreal Infallible is definitely something that I'm interested in trying, because I've heard it is quite close to the Nars. So I am interested in trying that. I've also heard that the L'Oreal Infallible line has a foundation powder that is similar to this. So if I can get those two duped, you better believe I'll be buying those for my kit, and I'll be stepping away from these $75 to $100 foundations, because if your girl can save some money, she's gonna save some money. So I will let you know what those responses are once I've tried them, and if you have used them yourself, let me know in the comments below whether they are worth purchasing. But that's everything from me. I hope you guys liked my 2022 edition of my foundation recommendations for oily combination skin. I love it when you guys watch this video. I love filming these for you guys. So please do not forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave. It really means so much to me. My goal this year is to reach 2,000 subscribers. I think at the time that I'm uploading this I have like 1,700. Like my life goal is to reach 10,000 subscribers, but like if I could make 2,000 by the end of the year, that would be like goals. If you made it to the end, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I will leave some more videos for you to watch of my content after this one, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks guys, bye.